Hi everyone, my name is Adali Lopez. I am 28 years old. I'm currently an assistant store manager at Starbucks. I have been with the company for about 4 years now, and I have been an assistant store manager for the past 2 months. So it's been amazing. It's been quite the journey. But I'm also very, very, very thankful for Starbucks for allowing me to be here at ASU and to be in this course. I am very grateful to have this opportunity to be a part of such an amazing course. I have learned so much about myself, so much about my interests and my passions and my biases and my upbringing, reliving moments and experiences that I didn't know impacted me as an adult. During this course, I learned so much about my personality. I know that I'm a natural born caregiver, and I wasn't really surprised when taking the personality test because thinking of my upbringing and how that has impacted my life, it makes sense. I know that my quirkiness is probably from my sisters. I know that my reserved and shy side can be from my dad, and I know that my passion for human connection is from my Aunt Sylvia. Thinking of my microsystem and my mesosystem, I know that everything around me has shaped me into the person that I am today. Growing up, I was raised by, it almost seemed like a lot of people around me. I was raised by my grandma, I was raised by my dad, I was raised by my mom. As much as she could, she helped raise us, and by my Aunt Sylvia. Unfortunately, at the age of 3, my mom fell into a coma. So my life looked a lot different than your typical 3-year-old. I had a mom who couldn't walk and was learning how to speak again. I had a dad who was very quiet, who was very reserved, and was an alcoholic. And then I had a grandma who only spoke Spanish. Same with my dad, they only spoke Spanish. And then I had an aunt. I had an aunt who stepped in when she didn't have to, and she really impacted my life and impacted the life of my sisters and I for the better. We were raised and inspired and taught right from wrong by my Aunt Sylvia. She told us the consequences and the actions that we choose to take will stay with us. And I think that was something that I didn't have growing up. And I think when she stepped in, it definitely impacted me as a person. It helped me and inspired me to be the person that I am today. Thinking of my personality and thinking of my biases and thinking of just my upbringing, I know that my Aunt Sylvia did everything she could in order for my sisters and I to be successful. I have 2 older sisters and 2 younger sisters, and each and every one of us can say that my Aunt Sylvia is a huge impact and was a role model for us. And I was that young, shy girl who didn't want to speak, and I think my Aunt Sylvia really got me out of my shell and really inspired me to lead with empathy, to have that compassion, to be a person who connects with everybody, no matter how you look, no matter the size, no matter the color of your skin. I think I was impacted by my Aunt Sylvia, and I am beyond grateful for that. I was role modeled and inspired by my aunt and my teachers. My teachers were extremely passionate. They showed interest. They were there for me. They supported me because they knew, a part of me knows that they knew of my background and what happened with my mother, and I definitely feel like they were my role models at the time. If it wasn't my aunt, it was my teachers, and I definitely think that played a huge role in why I chose education as my major. I thought of every single thing, and every single time I would tell people I just want to major in something where I can help people. I wanted to be a psychiatrist. I wanted to be a therapist. I wanted to work in the medical field. I thought of all of that, but nothing really stuck to me. And it's because I didn't have the passion. I didn't have the interest. I wasn't inspired by any of that. And then the only time that I was is when I thought about my upbringing, when I thought about the teachers who created that impact for me, who really influenced me to be my best self, who challenged me, who told me right from wrong and would teach me these lessons that have impacted me and shaped me into the person that I am today. I know that being a teacher isn't easy, and there will be challenges along the way. I am an assistant store manager, and I tell my partners, you guys are like my students, you guys are like my children, and I definitely know that there are going to be ups and downs, and I know that my partners aren't kids, and I specifically want to work for kids because I want to influence them, and I want to be the support system that I had. I want to inspire them, I want to teach them, I want to lead them, and I want to show them right for wrong, but with empathy, with care, with passion. And I think that really inspires me to be the best leader, to be from good to great. I know that with my passions and my hobbies and my interests, I can bring that to a classroom setting and create such a successful group of students. And knowing that our students are going to be the next generation of leaders, I think it's extremely important that we lead and we inspire with empathy, with compassion, with care, and to guide them through the right path, and then understand the challenges and our biases and how those may affect the consequences in the future, and then the path that the child chooses to take. It'll be extremely important that I'm aware of the biases that I create and the biases that I have and the impact that it can potentially cause and the harm that it will do or the positive it will do for a child. So I think it's really important that we do that because they will be our future. In order to be a successful teacher, my goal is to just have the support system of my family, of my wife, and all the opportunities that I have been given through Starbucks and by Starbucks, creating those memories and still hosting those coffee seminars, having those conversations with my partners, leading meetings, and then just understanding that I still have room for growth, just having the opportunity to be in such an amazing company and being able to grasp all that information and take that and inspire a group of children. I cannot wait, and I look forward to it. Specifically thinking to my future, I have so many goals. In the next 3 years, I hope to have graduated school. I want to get my degree in educational studies. I want to be a better person. I want to understand myself more and more as the days grow. In the next 5 years, I hope to have been successful in my career as a kindergarten teacher. I hope to have been impactful for the students. And essentially, I would love to be in an advising role. I would love to be a teacher who's inspiring other teachers. If I can inspire students, I know I can inspire teachers. So in the next 5 years, I would absolutely love to have been advising in my role. And specifically thinking to the next 10 years, I want to think bigger. I would love to own my own daycare, to create an environment where I can support children and impact them in ways they haven't experienced before, but also keeping in mind of our low-income families and really supporting them and allowing them to have the opportunity to be in such a great environment. It's important that we are impacting someone. It's not something, it's someone. We are impacting someone's life. So that is my purpose in life, is to make everybody feel seen, welcomed, heard, and to continue to grow. Don't ever stop growing. And if that's one thing that I can tell someone, is you'll never stop growing, and to always believe in yourself and to just do it. Thank you.